From JBS Studios in Greater New York, this is the JBS News Update with Teisha Bader.
I'm Teisha Bader with the JBS Features Edition for Friday, November the 23rd, 2018. Israel is readying to welcome a new IDF Chief of Staff. Major General Aviv Kochavi was approved this week by a vetting committee to become the 22nd commander of the Israel Defense Forces, replacing outgoing Chief of Staff Major General Gadi Eisenkot, who is set to step down from the role at the beginning of 2019 after serving in it for almost 4 years. Kochavi's appointment awaits final approval from Israel's cabinet this Sunday. A church in the United Kingdom announced it is divesting from companies that benefit from doing business with Israel over the Green Line. The Quakers in Britain Church, which has about 17,000 members, said this week that it was the first church in the UK to make such a decision. The Board of Deputies of British Jews condemned the decision. Its president, Marie van der Zyl, said the appalling decision of the Friends House hierarchy to divest from just one country in the world, the only Jewish state, despite everything else going on around the globe, shows the dangers of the obsessive and tunnel-visioned approach that a narrow clique of church officials have taken in recent years. Israel's space project announced this week that Canadian-Israeli businessman Sylvan Adams is joining their mission to the moon with a donation of $5 million. Space IL is set to launch their unmanned craft early next year after a slight delay and make Israel the 4th country to soft land on the lunar surface. Adams said this contribution to strengthening the Israeli space program and encouraging education for excellence and innovation among the younger generation in Israel is the best gift I could have asked for. The Central Conference of American Rabbis named its new leader last week. Rabbi Hara Person is the first female chief executive of the conference, which is the rabbinical wing of the Reform movement, and represents 2,100 Reform rabbis around the world. The 54-year-old succeeds Rabbi Stephen Fox. An Israeli doctor led a special training course this week in Ethiopia. 50 doctors from Ethiopia and neighboring countries learned how to fix pediatric orthopedic deformities in the 4-day course, led by Professor Mark Edelman, who leads the pediatric orthopedics unit at Rambam's Ruth Rappaport Children's Hospital. The course was sponsored by Cure International, a nonprofit that helps ill children in third world countries, in cooperation with the Pediatric Orthopedic Society of North America. Los Angeles Rabbi Sharon Brous was one of a group of American faith leaders featured on Time magazine's latest cover. It is based on a 1943 painting by Norman Rockwell and shows Brous wearing a dark blue talit, or prayer shawl. Brous is a founder and senior rabbi of the Ikar congregation in LA. She said it was an honor to stand with clergy from all faiths for the reimagining of the painting, which is called Freedom of Worship. Brous said, "This is America's next chapter. It is fierce, gorgeous, and fair. It is built on justice and mercy, and it makes room for all of us." Well, a number of houses of worship here in the U.S. held interfaith services just ahead of Thanksgiving, among them Congregation Beth Israel in Scotch Plains, New Jersey, who hosted its annual Community Interfaith Thanksgiving service this past Monday. Every year, the local houses of worship in the town take turns hosting the program. Beth Israel's cantor Matt Axelrod said, "We are thrilled to host the service this year. This is a wonderful opportunity for all of our faith communities to gather as one and give thanks for all that unites us." Taking a look now at our programming for tonight on JBS for Friday, November the 23rd. Live Shabbat services are coming up at 6 o'clock from New York City's Central Synagogue, followed by Michelle Citrin in concert. At 8, it's a night of Jewish humor from the 92nd Street Y. At 9, it's the film My 100 Children, followed by Musica at 10:30 with Yehuda Katz. And coming up right after this newscast tonight at 5:30, a look at this week's Torah portion. And that's the JBS News Features Edition. We will be back with the regular JBS News Update on Monday. I'm Teisha Bader. Shabbat Shalom.